To create an enduring brand, it has to go beyond just the product. You have to create the culture that really,
and the community.
That really drives deep into communities and gives back. It's not just creating stuff all the time. Naturally, we can't move fast because merino wool's a commodity. We can't grow the wool any faster.
Yeah, it's the opposite of fast fashion.
It's
right
the
there.
opposite of fast. A lot of the time you can feel the pressures of needing to come up with product faster, but I think we have to, sit back and celebrate the fact that slow is better.
Yeah. Yeah, Mons is not sustainable, and we just have always put our hand on our heart and gone how do we do the right thing? Like choosing of materials, we've always visited the factories, and I think what's key for us is those relationships all the way back to the farms. But you still got the manufacturing process, and I think the future has to be circular and regenerative. But yeah, we've got a lot of progression to go, and that's in our DNA, but we're certainly not sustainable right now. So part of Mons is we've always kind of been a good Kiwi. Recently we went and became B-Corp certified. And that's really to sort of say that just putting your hand on your heart and saying you're doing the right thing is not really enough. People need some third-party verification that you are doing what you're saying, and I think for us it's kind of like setting a benchmark, and you've got to get better and better. The main reason why we went and got B Corp was, one, it's got this pretty amazing framework, so it's like an enabler of how you measure yourself. So that's kind of the key thing, and then every year you've got to get better. So the next time we go around for certification, which I think is every 3 years, we have to have met those obligations and then raise the bar. And also to show people that are looking to be finding brands that are more trusted, it's a mark to show that trust. We're really proud to be B Corp certified and be part of the community. I think the world around us has realized how bad synthetics are. And I think it's now a lot easier for people to understand that wool is nature's performance alternative to these synthetics. Wool is already recycled, so people take wool back and then recycle it to knit again. And I think that's really cool, and it's because it's got a high enough value and the fibre works again. So I think there's a lot of cool stuff that can come from in the space of circularity for wool in the future. We've got to do more with less. It goes back to the DNA of Mons, living out of a ski bag. It's like minimalism and this one t-shirt to kind of solve the problem of 3 is kind of cool. And I kind of just like that I'm always just wearing the same tee because I don't need to change it.
The truth behind that is you could probably ask every staff member at Mons what Hamish is wearing, and it's pretty much the same thing.
The world's in a pretty messy spot. We're exceeding planetary boundaries. Businesses are the biggest vehicle to make change, and I think that has to happen at scale. And I don't think that's necessarily easy. We've become more conscious over time just of how big the problems are and what our role can be. We're 15 years in the game, we've got the experience, we're starting to have the scale, and I think, for us, we've got these investments into innovation, and those innovations are essentially how do we decrease the product impact? What are the other natural fibres that we can work with and blend to shift more riders from synthetics to natural fibres, and to reduce, even just because it's natural fibre doesn't still mean it's amazing, it's then reducing its impact even further. So I think we're proud about that, and I think that's what's coming. It's really motivating rather than just sitting on what we're doing today. It's, progression is like a key value of ours, and it's like really pushing to do things better. So, yeah.
Watch this space.
Watch this space.